Hello, my name is Alex Bernard, and I'm going to go through the two different school administration software platforms that I started looking at working on this project. So I did a quick Google search of free programs that were out there. I really took extra minute to look at ones that would possibly be good for smaller schools and I wanted, because the school that I teach at, we really only have about 60 full-time students. The only thing that was a little bit tricky with this is that we have probably 40 full-time teachers, so a lot of the smaller platforms are good for small number of students, small number of teachers, which I ran into kind of some errors with that. But okay, so Fakera is the first one that I looked at. And first of all, they were both these ones are pretty easy to get demos. The Fakera one, you can't keep data that you put in. It will repopulate every couple hours, whereas Fedina, this one, you have 14 days from when you start your demo trial. So these both are the home pages that you're looking at. So this is the Fakera one and this is the Fedina one. So right off the bat, the things that I noticed were that the Fedina one looks more standard, like Microsoft Office 2010 kind of looking, where there's not really any modern updates. It's very, very just straightforward, kind of more, I guess, boring might be the word to use it, whereas Fakera's the interface for Fakera is more updated. So that could sway preferences for sure. So these are the first pages you come on to, the dashboard. You have an income and expense thing on here, so this is more geared for the administration side. Same with on here for Fedina. This one have a lot more when you log on. So not only do you have the same kind of finance situation here, but you also get absent students' birthdays for today, which I like just because I think it's a fun thing to have on there. Employee leaves, any discussions that are happening, events, which is a good one, online meetings. So kind of right from that, I would say more right at Fedina's like fingertips there. So the next thing that I was going to go to is, let's go over here. New admission, so it's relatively easy to do on Fakera. You're just kind of adding it. You can put in tuition and fees, the admission dates, and all of their information in here. I like the previous education tab that you can put in. I think there could be some more in here about that. And I think that they could have a little more details in here, but I think you can change that if you have the paid version. And accounts. So here, if you were, more admin, you have the daily expenses. These are just the populated ones that they put in here. Teacher salaries, student payment reports. So I thought this stuff was pretty good. There's employee management here, examination management with test schedules, and then you can use this and look at results. Here's your report tab where you can look at student reports, class reports, and teacher reports. So there's quite a few things in there, and then you have the parents and guardians and a couple other things, course material down there. For Fedina, so this is where it's a little bit harder to kind of see what you're looking for. So if you hit menu, you can go to your calendar, settings, event creation, human resources, students. Here would be your admission stuff. If you go to academics, this is where you're going to have an application for this. So I didn't like that the student things weren't just like all together here. That makes it a little bit more tricky. But you have placement subjects, you have attendance here, any disciplinary records, which I didn't see in the Fakera platform. So I liked that. Student records, grade books, student profile. Here's a collaboration tab. So I liked that as far as it seems like there's a good interface for teachers working collaboratively together or administrative staff. Here's where you would do any of your report systems. So you can generate custom reports through there. And then you kind of get your administrative stuff in this section. So they both kind of have pros and cons of how they look. So there's definitely, you know, user preference on that. If I were choosing between these two, I think I would go with Fakera. But the only thing I'm just not sure about is I didn't see a lot of being able to input things outside of just their tests and admission, not very much outside information. So maybe that's something that I feel like that's lacking there. But Fadina, I just feel like it's really hard to find what you're looking for. It would take a little while to get used to this, but I guess if you got your quick links down and you can put them in here, that would make it a little bit more user friendly. So, okay, well, thank you for listening. Bye.